apha ehambeni ke kudala ningekabikho nina kudala kwaXhekwazana elalihlala nabazukulwana balo abaninzi kwakukho isifo esavelayo and sasingaziwa isifo uba yintoni na kufuniswa abantu bephela besweleka abantu kwathi ekuhambeni kwexesha ngoku sekusweleke nabantwana bakho makhulu kwathi kanti esi sifo sisifo esingugawulayo.
The actual act of sewing and making something out of tiny stitches, piece by piece, is a very good metaphor for what women's work is in the community. The women take direct responsibility for their children. Many of them are responsible for feeding a family and for keeping the family together. I'm Carol Hofmeyer, and I'm the founder of Kaskoma Art Project, which I founded in 2000. The act of sewing and the slowness of it actually physically brings women together. The Kaskoma Trust combines health and art. When we started AIDS work, I became involved in a whole program that was to do with health. I'm trained as a medical doctor, but I retrained as an artist. My only interest when we got here was to teach art to people. The Hamburg community became my community, everyone I knew. So when they were sick, I needed to help them.
I care about my community and I want to see my community very healthy.
In the time before the art project started, the main income for most of the women was poaching abalone off the coast. So for me also it was a stitch by stitch. Okay, I'll just see if I can get a few women doing a few things to get some money. I had been involved in other embroidery projects, teaching about HIV through art and embroidery.
The artworks gives me an income to feed my children and to take them to school.
I thought at that time that the story of these people needed to be told. And we had enough embroiderers to tell it in a big way. Then the Kaskoma altarpiece, which was also a story of courage of the grandmothers and mothers having to look after children, but also a kind of prayer for healing, that when we didn't have ARVs and there was nothing we could do, we could at least just pray that things would get better.
Kwathi ke ekuhambeni kwexesha sebefile abantu kodwa kwavela iyeza elathi lebanceda abantu nangona lingaphilisi ncam kodwa liyathomalalisa xa umuntu ethe wagxila kulo wazitya ipilisi ngendlela efanelekileyo. Kwathi ke akubeni bazivelile izipilisi zabanceda abantu baphakama komandla kungekho themba.
As soon as you start working in a community, you realize you can't address one thing at a time because everything needs to be done. We also provide projects for children. We provide music. Those are kids from primary school right through. And capoeira for school children and for the youth. It so happened that as we were making the altarpiece, we received ARVs and people started to get better. Because the people of Hamburg feature in the altarpiece, they see that their individual stories really matter. When the altarpiece travels, people are interested to hear who those people are. The altarpiece went from Toronto for the World AIDS Conference and traveled all around North America. And I think that's a big thing for building esteem and confidence in the people that made it.
These are South African heroes.